Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night, and we have ourselves yet another OP09 match. We got myself on the left-hand side rocking out that purple Luffy, as well as Baller on the right with that Bonney. Now, if you guys didn't know, this matchup is, of course, pretty terrible for Purple Luffy. The only real shot we have in this matchup is the fact that we can go very fast and kind of just outspeed Bonney. So we are definitely aiming for that plan. And I used leader ability here. Of course, I went first. And do we see a 4 cost in my hand? No, we do not. This is typical Purple Luffy high roll stuff. Not seeing the pieces is kind of rough here. So I'm swinging a big 9k swing going into left, which obviously does connect here for Baller. And we're going to go ahead and see if he has possibly a Bonney or maybe 5 to play, but no, likewise just swinging a big 8k into life, which does connect. Anything under anything above 7k I'm always taking, honestly, as Purple Luffy. So with 6 Dawn here, I'm swinging a big 5k into life. We see the 1k counter. Using leader ability here, we're going to ramp 1 Dawn, take our own life, and we get the 4 cost from the top of our life. Absolutely insane. This Luffy Taro will not have been able to be played with otherwise, so I am extremely lucky here. Searching top 5 with that Zoro, what do we find? We see a 2k counter in the form of Sanji. Not too bad at all. And this is really the turn that Baller has to kind of get things started here. So 5k swing going to life. Do we see possibly the 3 cost Cavendish coming down? No, we see a carrot, a card that's actually pretty scary. And I think the best way to kind of beat green is going at the board. Now the issue is that if the board's always active and the characters are active, what am I supposed to do, right? So thankfully we have 7 cost Sanjis, which I am a huge fan of, which is why I run a couple copies in my deck. We're gonna see these 7 cost Sanji coming down, resting 1 Dawn to rest the carrot, and now I have a punching bag to swing into. 8k swing going into the carrot, resting the Sanji, and he has to actually let this go, otherwise it'd be 2 6ks going at his character there. So 6k swing going into life, which does connect, and we see another 6k swing going into life. Now obviously green loves to be at a point where toward the end of the game they drop 8 cost kit and have like 50 cards in their hand. That is the game plan a good majority of the time with Bonney, or then just dropping a couple 10 costs back to back to back. But Baller's staying a little bit healthier than usual because he understands the presence of my board currently. Pretty crazy board. And if we look at his hand, still no searcher, but we have quite a few different mix of cards. I wouldn't say he's bricked at all, but he hasn't had possibly the best luck. We see the Basil Hawkins coming down. I did counter out of that 6k swing. Like I said, anything above 7, I can't counter, but anything under, you got it. So yeah, the Basil Hawkins is quite scary. And once again, we're at this position. Do I want to play the Luffy Taro now that I have the Sanjuro in my hand, or the Sangoro in my hand? Or do I want to play the 7 cost Sanji? Well, I said it before, I need a new punching bag. So I will most likely play out the Sanji. I think it's quite good to play out Sanji here. Even if he counters out one of the characters, I can't just continuously swing 7ks into it. Just draining Baller's hand of cards, which obviously you'll love to see. And so we see the 7 cost Sanji coming down. Obviously, yes, he can rest the Sanji that was just played, but it has rush anyway, so am I really losing too much? Not really. So 9k swing into the 7, and we're going to rest one of these 7k swing Sanjis, and it does go down, recognizing I have just too many 7k swings on the board here. So 6k swing going into life, we're going to give him the 2k counter, 5k swing going into life, which Baller does end up taking actually, and now we see a 7k swing. Now I am pretty happy that I got Baller down to 1 life already. Things are looking quite good, but do not forget about 8 cost kid, which we do have in Baller's hand since he kind of showed us earlier. So this is a 5k swing going into life, and if I had a 5k body, he definitely would be swinging into that instead, but unfortunately for him, he's unable to. So he's going to play out the kid, play out the Rosinante, and then just kind of call it a day. Now this is my opportunity to kind of swing into the fences here, go all out onto this kid. Unfortunately, we have Rosinante on the board, so even if I dump 10 Dawn onto this Sanji, it's going to use the effect to kind of block, or nonetheless. And it doesn't matter if I rest it regardless, so I have to swing 2k above 8. So this is a 10k swing, which we see the 0 cost event card giving me the Hody, which obviously I like to see. And now if we look at Baller's hand, he only has about 5 cards in hand, so I think I just kind of have to commit here and give him possibly 3 10k swings. or 2, really all depends. And I don't, okay, so I can't swing 3 10k swings. I can swing 10 and 11. I can swing 10 to 11 and kind of just hope it's enough, and if not, I'm terrified he's going to stabilize. So we're going to go ahead and see here. This is a 10k swing going into the kid. We see the block coming down. Now, like I said before, it can be an 11k swing. If he has a counter for it, I'm just kind of still terrified, so I'm going to leave one up here for giant, and then yes, the kid actually goes down, and this is just like the best news for me. So 5k swing going into life actually connects here, and we're gonna actually just see baller fold here. Really unfortunate for baller, but honestly it kind of happens. And I know some of you guys are thinking, Wizard, why are you uploading a video that's like 6 minutes long? Only reason why is just because Pluffy is like that sometimes. It's just that aggressive and that fast. So thank you guys so much for checking out this channel, this video. I really do appreciate it, and stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP09 content coming out soon. See ya.